Look at this report on EV or electric vehicle sales between 2010 and 2020. It hit the 10 million mark in 2020, increasing by almost 43% over 2019. Also, the vehicle share of EVs among total vehicles sold touched 3%. And the prediction is that in the next 10 years, it will grow at the rate of 25 to 35% CAGR. That means compound annual growth rate. Now the question that arises is, why are EVs becoming so popular these days? How has it suddenly become a hit globally? And how badly is it affecting the automobile industry? As per News 18 report published in 2021, more than 1.18 lakh EV units were sold in H1 financial year 2022. This comprises 58,264 electric two-wheelers as well as 59,808 three-wheelers. Additionally, the sales growth of ICE cars has dipped. So, what's the main reason behind it? That's what we are going to discuss in this video. But before that, if you are new here, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to press the bell icon. Let's get started. In this decade, the world is witnessing a big revolution in the electric vehicles industry. It is not a niche market anymore, but has become increasingly mainstream. But how? Let's find out. First, let's find what makes EVs different from our traditional fuel-powered cars. Unlike diesel or petrol-run cars, EVs run on electrically using batteries. That means they have zero emissions and are much more efficient than ICE or internal combustion run cars. And also EVs are much quieter and have a meager cost of ownership, even in the long run. That's the main reason why people prefer electric vehicles to traditional cars or motorbikes. So we can say that there is an overall surge in EV demand as well as supply in the country. By the way, there are also many other factors behind this surge, like falling battery prices, improved charging infrastructure, and of course the rising fuel prices. Let's have a detailed look on all these factors one by one. Increased investment in EVs. As more and more customers are opting to electronic vehicles, automakers are investing rigorously in its development as well as production. Many big companies like Tesla, GM, Volkswagen, and Ford are now offering multiple electric vehicle models. And also electric bike or scooter makers like Ola, Hero, Bajaj, Ather, and TVS are offering different models of EVs to their consumers, which they are loving to have. In April 2021, even our Union Minister Nitin Gadkari claimed that India will become the #1 electric vehicle manufacturer in the world in upcoming years. Look what he said. India is moving ahead towards making electric vehicles. In due course of time, we will be the #1 electric vehicle maker in the world. All reputed brands are present in India. E-mobility will be the important tool to develop pollution-free transport. And if you will find, not just in India, electric vehicles have seen phenomenal growth across the world. Like in Europe, for example, in the month of August 2021, EV sales were more than the diesel cars. Battery technology development. In the last 6 to 7 years, fuel prices has increased drastically. Like if you check petrol prices of metro cities, in July 2016, it was around 60 to 65 rupees per litre. But now in 2023, it's around 100 to 110 rupees per litre, which means it has increased by almost 50%. While if you compare battery prices in the last few years, the average price drop for cell used in electric vehicle batteries reached 10%. Means on one side, fuel prices have gone by 50%, and on the other side, EV batteries prices has fallen down. And that's the reason people are seeing EVs as a better option than traditional vehicles. Impact on environment. EVs are a better option for reducing environmental pollution since they emit fewer greenhouse gases and air pollutants than a petrol or diesel car or motorbike. In fact, EVs have very small carbon footprints compared to cars that use petrol or diesel fuel. As this is the reason now several countries have made switching to EVs a priority in their plans to reach their climate goals. Till now, 17 countries have announced 100% zero-emission vehicle targets or to phase out internal combustion engine or ICE by 2050. Even the world's most powerful economies, US and China, are racing against each other to become #1 in the EV market. More than half of the 20 developing nations analyzed in a study, which spans Africa, Asia, the Caribbean, Oceania, Europe, and South America, would experience economic gains from embracing electric mobility. Even with hefty upfront expenditures, electric mobility can yield significant financial benefits since EVs, which range from two-wheeled scooters to buses, are less expensive to operate and repair. Over the course of an EV, low maintenance cost alone can save $5,000, which more than offsets the greater cost of using electricity as fuel. Impact of EVs on automobile industry. While EVs bring many environmental and technological advantages, Their growth has significant implication on ICE or traditional automobile industry. The shift toward EVs has compelled traditional automakers to invest heavily in EVs instead of petrol or diesel-run vehicles. While essential for their long-term survival, this simultaneous investment in ICE vehicles and electric vehicles can strain finances, disrupt established business models, and impact profitability on an individual company or the whole ecosystem. As EVs gain popularity, the resale value of ICE vehicles will go down. Consumers may hesitate to invest in new ICE vehicles, knowing its price could go down quickly than EVs. Today, even though EV infrastructure is expanding, in terms of charging stations availability and convenience, there is a little growth. There are a few charging stations in the entire country, and as more consumers adopt EVs, this growth could impact the availability of traditional fueling stations, potentially affecting the petroleum industry. So in conclusion, we can say the electric vehicle revolution is changing the automotive industry in significant ways. Electric vehicles are the way of the future of transportation, as evidenced by rising investments in them, a change in production, advancements in battery technology, infrastructure development, and our favorable effects on the environment. The electric car revolution will continue to influence the automotive industry for years to come as we move towards a more sustainable future. But also it will have a great impact on ICE vehicle industry in a long run. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. We will see you in the next video. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy.